Well, it's Brother Peter with tidbits from the Word. We're gonna do one more of these little things this morning. We've been in Ephesians, and hey, a little bitty book of Ephesians with a few little old chapters in it, not much, and compact, packed solid, 6 little old chapters. And let's see how many verses there is. There's 155 verses in this book. There's 3,039 words in this book. Those are the 3,039 gold nuggets. Every one of these words, behind every one of these 3,000 words, is great meaning. If you were to take and do a word study, that's one word at a time, in the book of Ephesians, it'd take you a year to do it, because those 3,000 words broke down. Some of them have pages of explanations. It's a funny thing. I have an old set of encyclopedias, and in this old set of encyclopedias, sometimes I'll get a word and I'll go from the Bible books and go back to the encyclopedia, and just for the sake of studying that word, I'll get that encyclopedia out and trace that word. And I'll start with 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages on one word. Now, the way that works is that's going back to the Greek mythology of it. And the Greeks took a word to the end. They didn't just, words weren't just thrown out there, just a word. They meant something, and they meant something with their body language. They spoke like I'm doing right now with my head. Exact. They spoke, when they talk with their hands, with their head, with their body, and how whatever they did in motion was part of the word. So when they said a word that could mean 5 different things: going, gone, been, went, come, all of those things can be one word, and it can have connotation by the way a man says, I am going, or I have been. See, he's going or he has been, and there are 2 different hand gestures there. And when a man says that, you can tell which going he's talking about. And so words mean something. But shun, the Bible said to shun profane babbling. That means to learn what you're talking about. Learn what you're reading. I teach 11-year-old boys, and I'm trying to teach them to really absorb and observe what is being said in the Bible. Absorb each word and figure out what that word is really saying. When Jesus says come, that is a come that's different than any other come in the world. And when he says come to me, that doesn't mean walk over there to me. That means come and get in me and accept me, and all kinds of connotations that are different. Learn Christ. Learn Christ. Hear the thoughts of Christ. Put off the old man. Put on the new man when you get saved. Be renewed in your mind or your attitude. This is frontal lobe right here, frontal lobe. Did you know they can pull your eyelid out and take a needle and go up in there and stick that frontal lobe and drain your mind of any sensible being? That you will become a vegetable. Everybody will have to do everything for you that is done for you the rest of your life. You won't have a memory. It will be erased. And that is the frontal lobe. If you please, that's the heart of man that is supposed to be continually on guard at all times. It says renewing the mind in verse 23 of chapter 4 of 1 Corinthians. Of Ephesians, excuse me. And then it says, be the new man. The new man, the old man is put away. Behold, all things have become new. By the renewing of your mind. And that's a change of attitude. Attitude toward this world and things of this world, and everything was 150% different. 300%. It was a complete 180 when I got saved. A changing of attitude. Put on the new man. Put on the new man. Put on the new man. That's physically and spiritually. Your physical demeanor is going to have a lot to say about how you listen. Not knocking anybody, but when you go to a church house, a meeting house, and you see a man, a poor man, dressed in the best he's got, he means something. He means to do it. But you can see a very middle class, a wealthy man, not dressed in the best he's got. But you send him to a wedding, he's going to dress in the best he's got. You send him out to a meeting at the city hall, he's going to dress in the best he's got. Yet he would walk into the church house as a representative of God, as an ambassador for Jesus Christ, and less than his best. There's something wrong with that picture. Something bad wrong with that picture. And I'm here to tell you, we're living in a tough day. I went to church in Florida where my mother lived, and I wore a suit and a tie, and cleaned up, took a bath, shaved, and put some smelly stuff on, and got my Bible in my hand. I'm the only guy, not the only guy in church with a suit on. I'm the only guy with the Bible in his hand. Hey, if you don't think I felt like an out-of-place person physically, because I was what God has taught me and my daddy taught me, shine your shoes, have your best-looking shoes, whatever shoes you got, shine them up. I can take an old pair of shoes and shine them up and make them look good. And but he said, this is what. Now learn these things. Be renewed in your mind. Be a new man. Put away lying. Put away cheating. Put away speaking non-truths. Put away being angry. And if you are angry, you can be angry and not sin. The Bible said be angry and sin not. That means you can be mad at the devil. And give no place to the devil. Don't give any place to the devil. You see one of these naked woman signs, don't look twice. The look one time is a catching of the eye. To look twice is a catching of the heart. Be quiet. Be non-stealing. Don't steal from things. Work for a living. Man, is that a touchy point today? Working for a living? Do you mean that you actually go out and work for a living when you can fill out 35 papers and the government will support you from now until the day you die, and you don't have to work again? You can be 32 years old and totally retired, having never worked a day in your life, and have a table full of food and money in your pocket and drive a good car and do everything and ride around and do heinous things. Oh, me. What a day we live in. What a day we live in. Work for a living. It says give to the poor and the needy. Who are poor and needy today? Find somebody today. Everybody I find today, I go out and try to help people. I've been trying to help people all my life. I try to help people. I find out that my wife and I get little over $1,000, and we buy every piece of grocery comes in our house.